Huntsville City Councilman Devin Keith speaking publicly for the first time tonight at a council meeting since his two arrests.
WAAY 31's Xavier Wary joins us live after attending that meeting and brings us reaction from those Keith represents. Xavier.
Nickel and Dan, City Councilman Devin Keith says the past 7 days, they've been the absolute toughest week of his life. You know, many people tonight, they wondered if Keith would resign, and they wanted to know if he would address those crimes directly. Keith says he still plans on being the city councilman for District 1, and he did not go into those crimes specifically because he said that is what the court is for. However, he did issue a public apology before recusing himself from the meeting.
In this moment, I promise to be a better man tomorrow than I am today.
Devin Keith speaking out for the first time in public since his February 2nd arrest, where he admitted to not paying for a pair of $20 headphones. However, on February 7th, more warrants were issued for Keith's arrest. He turned himself in around 1:30 in the morning on February the 8th. He faces 4 misdemeanor theft charges. His message tonight was not about the charges he faces, but instead owning up to his decisions.
What I've owed you is accountability, that I will never be distracting from the business of this great city, the greatest city just this side of heaven.
Huntsville residents showed up to hear Keith's comments. Many streamed the meeting online, like David Daniels, who continues to support the councilman.
I've been a supporter of him for years. I think he's a great guy. I've met with him. I've spoken with him on multiple occasions. But yeah, the city, I think that this city has such a soft spot in its heart for its native son. I think that forgiveness is definitely going to be kind of the word of the day for a lot of people. He has a lot of support here.
Much of that support comes from the impact Keith has made here in the community.
Councilman Keith has done some incredible things in the city of Huntsville, on the north side of Huntsville, in his own district, and in the city at large. And even though this has happened to him personally, I don't think that that should eclipse what he's done professionally.
Chris Horn, who spoke with WAAY 31 the night Keith was arrested, continues to stand by his friend and says no matter what happens, Huntsville will move forward as a community in a way that's respected.
The next couple of days or so, what he does next is very important. But this is Huntsville, and the Huntsville brand is bigger than personal brands.
While as of now, Keith still remains the city councilman for District 1, he will have to go to court and appear before a judge. We do not know what the future for Keith and his position as city councilman holds, but Daniels believes he'll strive to make an impact on his hometown, no matter his position.
Well, I don't think that Councilman Keith needs a title to do a work in this city. I think that he loves this city enough to continue doing the work. And I think that he will continue to do that work with or without being a member of the city council.
And throughout his long list of apologies, Keith was sure to save a special one for the residents of the Rocket City.
I'm sorry to my community, because this was never about a man, but the mission, one I believe in wholeheartedly. And right now, as I speak to you from my heart, I love you, because the spotlight that is on me should be on you at all times.
Now, after Keith recused himself from the meeting, a few people who attended left shortly thereafter. Keith was also escorted out by 2 police officers. We are going to continue to stay on top of this developing story, and when we receive new information, we will pass that along to you, as always, both live on air and, of course, on our website, WAAYTV.com. I am reporting live tonight for you all in Huntsville. Xavier Wary, WAAY 31 News.